Innal ladhina amanu wa amilu as-solihati kanat lahum jannatu al-firdausi nuzulan. Suratul-Kahfi, Surah number 18, ayat number 107. Inna, indeed, al-ladhina, those who amanu, believed, wa amilu, and did, as-solihati, even some righteous and good deeds. Kanat, okay, so kanat lahum, kanat is in the past tense, and lahum is they had, so it will be they had jannatu, the gardens al-firdausi, this is an idafa, so of paradise, the gardens of paradise, nuzulan, as an initial welcome. So this is the contrast that is being highlighted. So first it spoke about the worst losers, and that was for a number of verses. The question was asked in verse 103, and then about the losers the discussion continued, the response, the answer continued in verse 104, 5, 6, and in 107 it's talking about the people of Jannah basically. So it's talking about them, and the construct as such is not very difficult. And so inna al-ladhina, indeed those who have believed, those who believed. So there are two criteria basically. It's not enough to believe, but it's also required that you do deeds. And what sort of deeds? Righteous and good deeds. But the expression used over here is as-solihat, and so this is plural, but there are multiple types of plurals in the Arabic language. Solihatun would also be a plural, the feminine form in the singular, but that would have meant a plurality which is greater in number. So basically what we can say is at least some minimum level of righteous and good deeds are required. So if you don't do even that, then that's a problem. Even that you did not do. So indeed those who believed and did even some righteous and good deeds. So lahum we normally translate as they have, but since the sentence is past and they had, and kanat is in the past tense, so they've had, you heard the English term, they have had. So the have and the had are two different things actually. You cannot translate was, because the they had was, it doesn't make sense. So kana is basically past tense. Usually we translate with was, but depending on the sentence structure, the construct, we are free to use anything which sort of indicates the past tense connotation. So they had, they've always had. So it's not they will have. So the promise of Allah is that they already have that. So in that context, that appreciation needs to be developed. Kanat lahum, they had Jannatul Firdausi, the gardens of paradise. Firdausi, by the way, I mean the paradise in the English term is derived from the word Firdaus in the Arabic language, the gardens of paradise. Nuzulan, this word has come before Jahannam as a nuzul, as an initial welcome. So we talk about Jannah, but Jannah is only as an initial welcome. So imagine what's in store for the believers. So that's it then. It's a simple, it's a positive verse highlighting what is in store for the believers, but not just the believers. The clarifying statement is that they need to do at least some righteous and good deeds. That's the basic expectation, a basic requirement. So as I said, the verse is relatively simple. We'll just read it once more, and that's it for this session. Inna alladhina amanu wa amilu as-solihati kanat lahum jannatu al-firdausi nuzulan. Indeed, those who believed and did even some righteous and good deeds, they had the gardens of paradise as an initial welcome.